America Report's co-anchor Sandra Smith with a preview of how to look at our amazing bank of data and knowledge that comes in just a couple of hours with the Fox News voter analysis, which we're so glad Sandra will be helming for us. Hi, Sandra.
Thanks, Martha. I'm shuffling papers around because we're getting ready for the big night. Fox News voter analysis. This is our improved method for collecting data from the voters. In this case, over 120,000 voters in 50 states. And this is really in an effort to more accurately reflect the way people vote today, the way the American voter votes today. You've got a lot of early voting, so this is not like the exit polls. It's different. This is not waiting for Election Day when they cast their ballot and ask them questions. We ask these questions over the phone, the landline, the cell phone, online, Martha, leading up to and on Election Day. And I'm going to give you a little sample because I can't show you any of the data yet that we're going to have tonight. As that comes in, it's going to start to tell the story of this election night and this election. Here's a sample of some of those questions that we put to voters in all 50 states, Martha. How much change do you want to see in how the country is run, right? This is arguably an election about change. So those respondents would say they want complete and total upheaval, substantial change, small change, or no change at all. Martha, we're going to be able to break that down by candidate after the polls close tonight. Just to give you another idea of another question in our Fox News voter analysis. When it comes to the economy and how it affects you, how concerned are you about the cost of food and groceries? Wow, will this tell a story in all these states that we're watching, especially those battlegrounds that are seeing about 20% higher prices, Martha? Those that are very concerned will answer that. Somewhat concerned, not too concerned, or not concerned at all. This is going to help us tell the story of this election, Martha, and I can't wait to provide you on the election desk and all of our viewers our Fox News voter analysis, because you will not get this anywhere else.
Yeah, this is way better than exit polls, much more detailed, a much larger sampling that we have here at Fox. So, Sandra, thank you so much.
Thanks,
we'll
Martha.
see you throughout the evening. With that, let's bring in Alex Castellanos, co-founder and chairman of Purple Strategies. Alex, great to have you with us. We always like hearing your analysis. So I'm just going to open it up to you and hear what's on your mind as you look at some of these turnout numbers on Election Day and what we've seen in a huge early vote.
Oh, I think two things are on my mind. One is what a miraculous day. The strength of America, the heart of America. We're all going out to vote, and you know, we've been talked so much about the end of democracy. It seems to be doing all right. What I'm looking at in this election is right now there seems to be a Republican surge, the culmination of 4 years of growth under the Biden administration of Republican registration, Republican success in early voting and mail voting. I was looking at some numbers in Pennsylvania among just independent voters and among just independents, the swing voters in Pennsylvania. Trump was winning 45 to 39. So add all that up and look at the underperformance we're seeing of the core urban vote in cities like Philadelphia and Milwaukee and Detroit. I'm beginning to see a picture here that says this could be a good night for Donald Trump.
So that question about whether or not Republicans have just redone the way they vote and turned out early and cannibalized the day of vote, it sounds like you don't believe that to be the case, at least based on what you see now?
Well, there's some of that. There has to be. But what you get overall is a sense of more urgency among Republicans, which is good for early vote and Election Day voting. So, no, I'm not too worried that we've cannibalized that vote.
In terms of women turnout, you know, we're hearing, this is Jim Messina earlier today speaking about women voters. Watch this.
Women are angry in this election, and they're voting early in historic numbers. And it's why we were hanging out earlier, and he said, how you feeling? And I said, I put my faith in women voters, and I think tonight they're going to deliver a very clear message not to screw with them.
So, your reaction to that, Alex?
Well, I think he's made some good points, but more so earlier in the week when he was concerned about lack of democratic energy. I do think that we're seeing more women voting as a larger share of the vote now. But strangely enough, it's because of black male underperformance in urban areas. So I don't think it's actually that good a sign.
Alex Castellanos, always good to see you. Thank you very much, Alex.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.